today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up at 241, Nasdaq's down 47, S&P's up 13, gold contract up $11.90, trading $16.95 an ounce. You got silver up 24 cents, $17.72 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 75 cents, $38.78 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We have the 10-year up 7 ticks, trading 137.10. The 30-year up 6 at 172.22. And both notes and bonds, folks, they came down hard last week. Bottom line, looks like they're going to go after their March swing lows, which will bring rates higher. King dollar wants lower price, down 204 ticks, trading 96.733. That's going after the 95 to 94 mark, which is also its March swing low. The euro is at 113. That's on the move higher. The yen is at 108.92. That's on the move lower, stronger yen, as well as the British pound. That's on the move higher, 126 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Monday morning. A lot of moving parts in the market, man. I was catching up this morning, and we got a Fed meeting this week on top of everything else.
It's a month later already. Holy cow.
It blew me. I said, man, I just can't keep track of all the moving parts when it said meeting tomorrow, and we'll get a press conference on Wednesday, man. You think Chairman Powell is going to have enough to talk about with the market near all-time highs and that jobs report we got on Friday, of course?
No doubt. If we go over and we take a look at the NDX, folks, so the NDX is, bottom line went to all new all-time highs, strong like bull. That being said, folks, guess what? As this thing is crawled up there, this is still basically saying that, guess what? They're selling this NDX, man. We went, let's see, so on the 27th of March, you get a couple of them. We went south on the 14th of March, then it rejected lower price again. 27th did the same thing. Bottom line, we're up at these highs right now. We'll see what the strength versus the weaknesses inside the NDX. You get United is the strength inside the NDX. That's up 7.5%. You got Walgreens Boots up 4.5%. Marriott's up 4%, and Tesla's up 3.7%. Taken away from it, Zoom is off 3.9, NetEase is off 3.2, ASML is off 3.4. Dow Industrials, bottom line, still higher price out here, and inside the Dow, Boeing's the mover once again. You're up 213 points. Tom, look at this, man. Oh, my God.
It's remarkable, man. I was going to, as you get into it, right, Boeing adding 160 points to the Dow, right?
Seriously, out of 213.
I just mentioned that the Dow is up almost 5,000 points since May 14th. Boeing, a huge acceleration. The Boeing was at 113 on May 14th.
5,000 points.
Isn't it? And so even in June, Boeing had a 144, June 1st. It's only June 8th, and we're at 228. Crazy action.
I got to show you something. This is hilarious, folks. When Tommy was born, it's the first time I was paying attention to the marketplace. I think the Dow was at 880 because I was working out down the Boston Athletic Club. Let's see this, man. I got to see this because 5,000 points when, let me see, I got to bring it back. I just remember this so well because I remember, so this 1,600. There it is, man. And so I got to bring it, 872, that's in September of 1980.
So you were close, somewhere right there.
Isn't that crazy, man?
Buy the $1,000, sell it at 30,000. Why not? 30 times
and
over.
And what had happened, I'm going to get it right there. There it is. Look at that, 759. There it is, March.
Yeah, all the way up to 903. So you're probably right.
759. I just remember it so well because I remember I was having a cup of coffee after we finished workout with one of my friends. I'm saying to myself, man, this Dow, man, look at this. It's 880. Because what had happened is that, 880. And now you're telling me 5,000 points and 4,000 points since
5,000 points, right? in less than a month. Yeah.
Wild, man. Gotta love it. Crazy.
It is.
Dollar. Let's go to that dollar index and take a look at the dollar. Dollar out here, folks. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so this is having a tough time holding price. Down 217. You know, the top of the low, folks, is 95,788. The bottom is at 94,650. We've hit 96,657. And what you're going to see is that, you know, there's some buying in this euro and the the euro rejected the lower price today at 112. You're at 113. Had a huge week last week. You know, run up to 113. The pound, GC. $126. Yeah, same deal. Both of them, you know, that broke the consolidation. That pound saying it's going to be running up to like 132. So we got some action out here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw Amazon. I think it was RBC gave them a $3,300 price target. They almost got an all-time high today. I think they made it $25.19. Their all-time high $25.25, but holding up pretty well with some of these stocks that have been the high flyers pulling back. Amazon's still up 0.5% today because one of those biggest losers I saw on there was Zoom, down 3.4%. As you know, you get into the airlines, you get into the Boeings, right? You pull back from some of those huge high flyers. I wonder Netflix. Yeah, Netflix down 2.4%. You know, if you're a little inverse action today. Yeah. Netflix just traded down all on the open. Some of these companies, man, even I think Disney traded down. I was looking, from down $1 from the open. Even Uber was up higher. I mean, look at that, from almost $2. Big moves, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. And if we take a look at the higher volume equities out here again today, folks, you're going to see that you got Americans #1, up $1.25. Occidental's up 220. That's been up 10% 2 days in a row. Carnival's up 270. That's another 10%. Norwegian's up another 10%. General Electric. Bottom line is that the top 10 again are all dogs. But guess what? It is what it is. It's, you know. We'll see where this whole thing does shake out. United, that got a huge surge on Friday, went up to $48.95. Closed out, however, at 42. That was quite $7. Imagine buying an equity in one day, folks. Okay, this does happen in the equity market. It happens in any market, but it's very unusual that you buy an equity and you. A $40 equity, and it goes up $7 down to $7, folks. I mean, this is the volatility out here is pretty cool, man. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Actually. Yeah. Some
of that optimism obviously pulled back to reality during the day for the airlines, but guess what? It's as you'd say, they're creeping, man. They're creeping higher and higher and higher. A company like Boeing, it's crazy how much we put Boeing on a daily. I mean, just clawing back a ton of that loss, man. I mean, we were trading, we were only at about 330. Well, we're at 230 from 89 on that entire loss of COVID. You know, they had some losses from the 737 MAX before that, but I can't believe that Boeing's gotten from they only have $100 to go, and it's like COVID didn't exist.
And Boeing is up over 100% and 15 trading days. How's that?
How is that? Right?
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials right now up 262. NASDAQ is down 20. S&Ps are up 14. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 260, Nasdaq's down 23, S&Ps are up 13. Let's get over and take a look at the gold contract. So the gold contract, folks, last week they slammed the baby down. Didn't get to the swing point, which was pretty intriguing, actually, because got right next to it. We came down to 1680.70. I think it's 1678. I think 1668.
Okay. There we go.
1668.40. And we'll see whether we can, you're in a range, but I'd rather see this thing get back in time, the 1701.60 area. And we made a 1701.50 today. That'll get you above this swing point on the May 27th, where that was the first indication that we're going to get slammed down, because you had volume on the 27th, 257,000. We had 274,000 this past Friday. If you do convert that, however, over to the GLD, you're still doing lighter volume on the way down. We did take a look at the GLD. We came down with 16 million, and you were going into 20, I think, 18. Yeah. So, bottom line is that the GLD right now is trading 159.10 and 159.20. I would say that gets you in that higher range. So.
How about crude oil? Can we take a look at crude? Because we're above $40, which is remarkable overnight. Pulling back a bit, but still a 38 handle right now. I think, 38.59. And you don't need to draw the channel, right? It is quite a channel that we have off that low, man, going all the way back to April from under $20. And it'd be interesting to see as we're now, in that gap area all the way back to February, right? So what happens as we're in this area, and if we can trade higher, because you can't tell me we're going to deal with $50 crude, really, after negative prices left and right?
I agree, man. And to me, the longer range, I think, is going to be pretty cool, folks, because to me, the gig is up, meaning that the Saudis and the Russians can run the oil market. And that's because of our shale production. Now, the shale production itself has got smoked also because of the fact that we went down so dramatically. But, this whole deal about the aspect that they, can run the market on a longer basis. I just don't see it. They've definitely run the basis on this. I mean, they pulled back dramatically. They got the price up there. Then it's just a matter of, okay, are they happy with this price or not? Do you know what I'm saying? But our shale producers at this price can really make some money, so.
And on top of renewable energy, right? You got Tesla. I just pulled it up. Tesla's up $30. Tesla's up another 3.37% today, above 900 at 915. I think it was as high as, what was it as high as? 933?
933, yep.
Which 933, I mean, the high back in February was 944. And the flash high they had early February was 968. So you're right up there. And that is from a remarkable man. How about the remarkable low on Tesla? 350. It is.
This is very hard to comprehend. There's no doubt that the acceleration, I guess, we haven't seen neither, meaning the acceleration on the way down that fast, that dramatic, the move back up, that dramatic, and we'll find out pretty soon what the next move is going to be.
I mean, just for the Dow, man, we were at 29,543. We traded down 11,500 points about to 18,086. We almost got a 17 handle, and we're approaching an even 10,000 Dow points we've gained since that March 23rd low I have. 10,000.
Look at that chart. So the chart had brought us all the way back, folks, in 2 months to 2016.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were actually prior to, the Trump election, because really you're there, but you're all the way back into
November.
2015.
Yeah, in November.
Almost.
Yeah, right.
You're back.
You can make the case. I see. Yeah, you make the case. What is that? February 2015. Oh my God.
And look at this. So I still have the line on my chart from when I drew it, man.
Yep.
And it's December of 2014. We were within 20 Dow points of December of 2014, man. The high 18,051, and our futures made it to 18,086. That's just that blew my mind, and it's crazy. It's actually still on my charts from when that was happening.
And you know what we're going to see once again, folks. Okay, and this is just pretty amazing. As you know, long-term financial advisors, they basically always say that, hey, listen, man, you got to stay in the market, right? Now, this would be, folks, a testament to that. This is no doubt a testament that, like, how do you stay in the market when it's that low? But guess what? It is what it is, man. And for
the first time in my life, though, I questioned that, man. And I said, are we going to have a generation of retirees that unfortunately lose out on 20, 30, 40% of their wealth because the economy gets revalued almost overnight? Right. So we haven't seen, at least in my generation for sure, and for a very long time, a war that just stops the economies worldwide, right? But those do exist, unfortunately, in people's lifetimes on this planet, to put it, a little bit older than mine, but, Dad, you were almost over in Vietnam, let alone, and that's very easily, because it is a risk above zero. I think hopefully everybody does realize that, because it doesn't necessarily have to come back 10,000 Dow points in 2 months, which is
no. And the story's still being written here too. That's the other side of it. That's the other side of it.
I went over.
Oh, no,
I was just going to. Did you see my show this morning? I was talking about the Florida numbers, man. I mean, Florida has,
heavy.
I think.
I saw the chart. Yeah.
It's, I'll bring it up after the break and we talk about it, just because people don't really, I think, and like I said, we should be opening back up, man. People should be doing business. They should be out of their houses. They should be able to go do business, but they should also be able to be aware of the facts that in Florida alone, I think we have 6,000 plus cases in the last 5 days. And that is not a case of rising testing. I went over it. Not a case, period.
Yeah.
This is a rolling story, man. Things are changing quickly. And as the economy rips back open and we have cases exploding, should the Dow be 10,000 points above where it was 2 months ago? That's, to bring it back to the market, because NASDAQ at all-time highs, I can make that case. S&P becomes very, very difficult. The Dow becomes very difficult, man. You know what? I'll jump to, I hope I still have back. There was a chart. Yeah, 5 charts. So check this out. 5 charts. And you want to talk about air travel. We'll go over all 5 of these because I really liked it. Holmes. Yes. There's your air travel chart, man. What is Boeing and these airlines doing spiking? That is a very, very slow rise for TSA checkpoints. in the country from April, May, and June.
Right.
You compare it to even restaurants. I mean, that's a steeper rise, right?
Yes.
You know, the airlines, man. How is Boeing, companies like that in that Dow 30, making that charge higher? Whew.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. This thing is still getting written. There's no two ways about that. The thing that's amazing is that there's no doubt going from the aspect of COVID, and then of course we had the Floyd, the protests.
Yes, George Floyd, the protests, the riots.
You can see that your mind can shift very quickly from one thing to another, and then it's like, okay, is the COVID over?
I agree. I agree. It was the end of the world. It was not the end of the world.
Pretty quick,
and it's not the end of the world. I just get frustrated when the facts don't get out there, so people can't make the right decisions for themselves. I know you agree. You know what I mean? It's just that's the most important thing, man.
Right.
So people are at least aware, because I don't think people are aware of a lot of those numbers. Just like you said, there's so much going on in the world right now, man. Right. Let alone this country. Yeah.
Stay right there, Tommy, and I'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 207. Nasdaq is down 10. S&Ps are up 10. And we're taking a look at some charts, Tom, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to jump through 5 of them. It's just an article on CNBC, but I found it interesting in terms of the economy opening back up and the statistics that come with it. So talking about Apple Maps, right? Apple Maps, look at this driving and walking. Now, you see the spikes compared to January, but we're basically back in the realm of normal business for driving and walking. Transit, far different story. I mean, I don't know if they consider airlines part of transit. Maybe they do because we saw the airline chart, right? Just talking about, cruise lines are really accelerating today. I can't see that in any time soon. Talk about catching a falling knife and some risk when there's a lot of other opportunities in this market.
Yeah.
So there you have Apple Maps, though. That's encouraging, man. I wouldn't have, if you told me, right, or I asked any of you out there to draw this chart and tell me where you think driving is back on this chart, if I left it off here and left this blank, I would not have that accelerating above 0% back to those norms. Would you? I mean, that.
Well, I think that the driving thing, like, I'm just thinking more people are driving because they're not getting on the plane either. Do you know what I'm saying? Like going away for a couple hours, like in Florida. I mean, you can almost go an hour and a half and be on vacation, even when we live here. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe some of it's that too.
I think you see the ebbs and the flows have to do with work week versus weekend there. I assume that's what I think from there. But nonetheless, encouraging. You add it up to the jobs data, right? Now, restaurant bookings, I touched briefly, but that's a steep increase. That's encouraging as well. You extrapolate that out a month or two, maybe we're back to being down 40 or 20%, which is not that bad. Hotels, not as steep as I thought. You're at 40% almost capacity.
Okay.
Who are all these people staying in? 4 out of 10 rooms are filled. And the key here is that you never really get much above 60%. And they're climbing already near 40. And they mentioned that cities like New York City and Atlanta are above 40, whereas Orlando is slow. Disney not open. It makes sense. And that's with New York City phase 1 opening for them today. And you have so interesting, right? And then the last one's air travel. We talked about just a tough chart, man.
That's
very shallow.
Yeah.
Home purchases, man. How about that, right? Year over year, you saw the brief dip when things really shut down, but we're back, and you could almost argue almost even above year over year mortgage applications for purchasing a single family home, man.
Yeah.
That's a strong chart right there to end on.
It's a strong chart. And, I can tell you, folks, that the first 6 weeks of this, right? Home-wise, construction-wise, we didn't get a call. And then the last 3 weeks, I've been going like 24 hours a day, man.
It's pretty cool.
It's like crazy.
Just personally, anecdotally, but on social media, being around you and you're in real estate, knowing some people in real estate, and then just having friends in real estate professionals seem like some of the ones that actually business not stayed as normal as possible, but houses were staying open, right? They were trying to show properties. Virtually. They were listing properties. Yep. They had them on their social media. That business definitely essential, being able to sell a home or buy a home, move into a home. So it was cool to see that, and it kind of makes sense, especially I hear your stories of what's happening as well.
Yeah. So let's go, you brought up Netflix. So let's just take a look at Netflix for a second. So you get Netflix running out here. We're at 408. Your breakout area is at that 394 area. So this is in a higher range, and we'll see whether, bottom line, it can basically stay in this higher range. It looks to me like it's going to. The reason I wanted to bring up Netflix, though, folks, if you want to see something really disgusting, Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. Have you seen it yet, Tommy?
I think I watched the first episode. There might be a couple, but I think so.
So what this is, folks, I'm sure most of us know it's the abuse of young girls, right? But you got to see it because I think, well, for myself, when the whole story was coming down, you knew that the guy, is just a sick guy. But when you see it, you can't believe a couple different things. You can't believe how long that it actually went on, and you can't believe the amount of power, meaning people in power that were actually protecting them. They had the police chief of Palm Beach where it happened, folks, okay? He was trying to nail the guy, and he was getting stopped at every single point. That the state of Florida, actually, the state attorney stopped him, and it's like it's like sick. You just can't comprehend that this guy did this like for 25 years, man. And you're talking about 14-year-old girls. I mean, when you see it, let me tell you something, man, it blows your freaking mind, man.
No, it doesn't get much sicker. I agree.
No, and the power. This poor police chief, man, he was like, they had him I guess it went from, I guess, whether it's a city, the state has to prosecute you. The
Sure.
bottom line is that they made a plea deal with him. It was a joke. He had his own wing in the community jail, okay? And that wing, he only had to spend 12 hours a day in it when he got sentenced the first time. Anyway, it's worth a watch, folks. It's worth a watch just to see that how power cannot...
Corruption of power, maybe all that
people,
above. Yeah.
Not protect people, yeah. You know, it's a
bad deal.
And it's really, it still shouldn't be over. Bottom line is he killed himself, but there's a lot of other enablers in that business, because this was definitely an international ring of basically, you know, what do you call it when you just pushed, it was crazy, man. I mean, it was really weird. Really weird.
And that in the last part of it, man, I mean, a lot of, you know, whether you call it conspiracy theorists or what, and, you know, the details around the end of his life, man, being able to, if that's what he did, kill himself. There's no camera footage. He wasn't isolated by himself.
Why? I mean, let me tell you something. You know,
I have to mention it when you say it, because in my head, you know, I don't believe in a lot of conspiracy theorists, man. But there's no way he should have not been on suicide watch. There's no way that the guards should have been watching. There's no way the camera should have been out. You know, what do I say to you about red flags, right? You know, but when there's some red flags, man, and
yeah, and this is how they end it. This is what is really wild, because I felt the exact same way, Tom, because they ended, folks, saying this facility is the facility that held El Chapo, who is the Bin Laden. I mean, this facility, folks, at the beginning, Ben Laden was there only a couple of days, but this facility holds every, like, big criminal we've ever known, and it's like,
it's not a two-bit operation, I'm sure.
You know,
exactly.
The place, you never want to be in it. They call it the tombs.
And when you add in all the powerful figures that are there, it's not easy to say, you know, who really knows, man, because that shouldn't happen. There should have been a 0% probability that all of those things happen, as in he's not on suicide watch, there's no video of it, the guards are supposed to check him and they don't, and somehow all of those abnormalities align.
And then you know what they finish with? They finish with the doctor, and he's showing that the bone structure, that if you hung yourself, there's no way that the bones would have broke that way. That's how they finish, and then they. It's
one of those things can be debated forever, right? It's a bummer no matter what, and hopefully people wake up, man. You know, it's all too easy, unfortunately, to be corrupted by money. And in something like this, it should never be possible, man.
No, so there's no doubt. Yeah. So Dow out here, what's intriguing out here right now, folks, is that, you know, the NASDAQ was down a little bit more. The NASDAQ's trying to make its way back, but yet the S&P's having a hard time holding price. The Dow just gave up 100 points. So we're going to get an exciting day out here, man. I mean, this thing is going to be a little rocking and rolling for a Monday in the summer.
There's a lot of movement almost everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, Dow up 155, NASDAQ is down 11, S&P's are up 8.5. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com and hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com. Then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 198. NASDAQ is up 3. S&Ps are up 13. And Tom, I just sent you that article. Now, this is hard to it's really hard to believe. We got our man Tom in Plymouth always calling us. We haven't heard from him for a while, but say hi to Tom out there. But Plymouth, folks, so check this out. The Mayflower arrived 400 years ago this July. That, you know what blows my mind about that? Is that, think about how this country got built out in 400 years, man. Yeah, your mic's not on, Tom.
That's I said mind-blowing is what I said. Mind-blowing, man. It is, yeah.
That's not that long, man. So,
no.
So 1620, folks, okay? The Mayflower, July 1620, the Mayflower landed in Plymouth.
Pretty cool.
Man, we can build some stuff, man.
That's really unfortunate for the area of Plymouth, man.
I know.
I bet that would have been a huge driver. 400th anniversary of the settlement, Mayflower.
Yep. So
it's a tough one.
They have to put it off. They're going to put it off till next year, folks. Meaning that the celebration. And that Plymouth's a beautiful place, man.
What's really interesting, I didn't realize that was going on. So I was supposed to be up there in April 25th for a wedding. One of my cousins, Mark. Okay. They were going to get married right there at in Plymouth at the Plymouth Plantation. Museum or whatever it is, so it's pushed back to September. But that whole area, I imagine, hit especially hard. They have events there, just that it ties in. I mean, it's not just that one event they're losing among many businesses, but especially probably promoting it, all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's just to add to the time factor too, because you're right, it's crazy. I mean, you think about even. So you went from literally nothing almost, when you talk about economy and housing and industry and all that stuff. But even going back 100 years to 1920, my goodness, where we've come to where we go to technology, it's remarkable, man, when you think about it. And then that's why I just extrapolate it out, because things are accelerating. And when you talk about companies like Uber and you talk about all that stuff going on, Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Self-flying cars are coming. It is not if, it is when, and I'm not crazy to say that, folks. And I don't know when, but it's probably quicker than any of us realize.
So watch. This is what's crazy, folks, when you get older, right? And this is what's sick. So I'm 69, right? So let's just say I'm 70, okay? But I'm not, but it's easy to do the
Don't
math.
say it. Not yet. You got
but
5 months.
I'm just saying to do the math.
Okay.
It's like, it blows my mind that I say, okay, 2 of me is 140 years. Now
Right.
you're back down 140 years, all right? It's like, what? Are you
Whoa.
So what are we at?
I was 1880.
So 1880 is just 2 of me. It's like, okay. So now fast forward just 1 of me. We're going to have, like, forget flying cars, man. We're going to have flying everything, man.
I agree.
Maybe
and you
we
look
just
at
put
kids.
something on us and go.
It's so quick that literally you look at kids today, any kid, and I'm just using arbitrary numbers, right? But 10 years old and younger. In 30 years, if they're 10 right now, they're going to be 40, my age. In 30 years, my goodness, what is the world going to be like, man? 30 years, it is going to be like time cop / all of this stuff with flying cars, self-driving. Your cell phone's going to pop out of a hologram out of your wrist. Who knows? But 30 years, I mean, it is. We already have self-driving cars on the road. We just got to make sure we 5G is going to change a lot, and that is coming right now, folks. That's the technology that's going to allow almost instantaneous communication from electronic devices to the web. And that's the transition of a really different world when everything electronic is simultaneously connected at all times, no matter where you are in the world, to the internet, as long as you have 5G. Think about that, right? But it's.
So let's go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. We had both of those indices, folks. Both of those indices came back to their breakout area on Friday, did it with lighter volume, rejected lower price. Bottom line is that both of them right now, you got the XAU up $1.21. That's definitely in the higher range right now, ready to go for it again. The HUI, same type of setup inside the Gold Bugs Index. They both rejected. And what does happen, folks, and this is what's pretty cool, when you get back to a breakout area, you reject lower price, you have lighter volume, all of the above. Bottom line, most times you see them, whether it's indices, whether it's commodities or anything else, most times you see them make the run back to the highs after that, because what happens is that it's a vicious run down to the breakout area, and then, all of a sudden it says, okay, see, you don't want to be here, and I go topside once again. So NASDAQ is making a run back here, Tom. Bottom line, it's only down $5 right now, the futures. So let's go take a look at those. Yeah. We were down at 97.47. You're at 98.04 right now.
And it's crazy just to add to the S&P. I mean, I think we're within 1% of the start of the year right now on the S&Ps. We were at about 32, 36, I think, somewhere in the futures on my chart, and we're sitting just over 3,200. Crazy to think about, following, right, a pretty epic 2019 year of returns. So,
yeah, right there. So let's see. The cash is the cash hit 32.11.
Okay.
So there it is. So the low of the week there you go. 32.12 is the first week of January. So the bottom line is that you get a flat S&P.
Basically, flat S&P with a little bit of heartburn in the mix.
That's sick.
It is.
That's about as wild as you get, folks. There's no doubt, and it's amazing. It's just amazing. The silver market. Let's go take a look at silver out here. So what silver didn't get the downdraft like gold did last week, folks. It came back to a breakout area, but not a major one, because the bottom line is that the major breakout area for silver would have been 16.15. Silver only made it down to 17.37. So that baby's still in an ABC structure on the way up. You get a price projection of $19.00. So that's the highs of the 24th. And the silver equities actually are outperforming the gold equities right now. You had Heckler run all the way up to 365. That had a low of $1.40. So percentage-wise, just as the market, a lot of these smaller equities Well, I guess it's the bigger equities too. I mean, when Boeing's up 100%, right, in 6 weeks, pretty wild, no doubt about it.
Hey, how about a solid Boston brand, Dunkin' Donuts? Dunkin', do you see that they're planning on hiring 25,000 workers?
Yeah.
That story coming out as they rebound. I also saw somebody gave them an upgrade pre-market or over the weekend as well, just talking about position well to spring out of the shutdown and so forth, but pretty cool. And, quite the rebound for them as well, man, as we're right back to basically pre-COVID, 70, 75 on Dunkin' brands, man.
Yeah, pretty amazing. They're going to do
coffee and donuts. It's a good business to be in.
$1.3 billion this year they're going to do. And when it started out, folks, Dunkin' Donuts was the bikey hangout. You have to watch yourself a little, and this is right at their headquarters in Randolph and Canton.
The people in Florida, they don't know, it's almost cult-like in certain areas of Boston.
It is cult-like, I know. Stay right there, Tommy and I come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, if you want to see just how bizarre this market is, pull up NKLA. Now, this is a manufacturer that has 4 employees. If we had more time, I'd go through it for you, but they didn't even have a balance sheet a few months ago. Bottom line now is that the stock just went from $9 to $61.58. Today, it went from, look at this, Tom, this is sick. So it closed Friday at $35. Today, it hit $61.58. Now, they just stopped it because of the volatility in it. But
okay.
It's like, okay, why? Why did it go there? Well, it went there, folks, because people are buying it, and they start running the stock, and they got the run going. You see those things happen, folks, when you basically, the greed is there and you're way beyond highs. I mean, that's,
I'll be reading up on that one, man. I pulled up just Googled them, and they're talking about Nikola listing gives billionaire founder a chance to out Elon Musk. So they had a reverse merger earlier this week. So
Yeah.
a lot going on in that equity, and throw Elon Musk's name in there. Why not?
Yeah, reverse merger. They're going to be giving the folks that are buying that a reverse merger. That's like...
Yeah, I mean, they were valued around $3 billion in 2019, and the last at that you had up $22 billion at their market cap.
$22 billion, and they have 4 employees, and they, I believe what happened is that's one of the ones that they took one of the truck plants in Arizona, and they're telling the administration they're going to stop building right in the United States or something. There's a whole story behind it. It's crazy.
One guy owns 35% of that company. That's a little worrisome too.
There you go. Stay right there, folks. You can think of swim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Bam! Go get him, folks.